Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, I think we're all looking at the same reading order. Yes? All right. Let's go with that. Yeah, Eric, start us off.
All right. Hi, guys. I'm Eric, and I am playing Valis in Rora, the Charisma Channeler, the Path of the Healer, if I...
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm Caitlin, and I'm playing Lucky, the pureblood Aaronlander Wanderer.
Cool. Down bottom, guys.
Hi, I'm Keith, and I am playing Shaq the Powerful, the Orc Monk.
Hello, everyone. I am Laroon. I'm Izzy playing Laroon. Sorry. I'm playing, and he is a warrior weapon master with the heroic path of the quickened.
Nice, nice. All right, guys. So this is our midnight game at 9 p.m., which is the setting, not the name of the time of the show. We were off last week, and I think we played the week before. Although time has very little meaning, so it feels like it was much longer ago. So we do have a couple of quick announcements for you guys. It is May, and we have some wonderful sponsors on our main show on Monday nights, Disasters and Danger. So we want to say hi to Norse Foundry and give them a big shout out. If you guys like their metal dice or any of the stuff that they do over there, please check them out. We have a link down below. You save 15%. Other than that, we'll be doing a Norse Foundry Metal Dice giveaway this month.
Monday the 11th.
Monday the 11th. So there you go. So tune in for that show. Should be a very good time. And then we are working on shipping out everything on our Kickstarter. And as soon as we get that done, we'll be doing, I think, like a weekly pin giveaway, which should be super exciting. Any other big news that you guys are working on? Nothing? Okay. I know that we're going to have some fun stuff coming up next week. We've got a Call of Cthulhu one-shot on Wednesday nights with Meg. Monday and Tuesday. Monday is Disasters and Danger. Tuesday is Storm King's Thunder. Thursday we're in Wildmount. Friday night we play Dragon Age RPG, and then Saturday nights are midnight. So we've got a bunch of stuff happening for you guys. If there's anything you'd like to see, please reach out to us. Follow us on all those social medias and that stuffs. Boy howdy, feels like I forgot some things, but let's just get into it, shall we? So, welcome everyone, welcome. Our adventure takes place in Erethdor. Is a land dominated by Isridor, the Shadow in the North. And so our heroes, a ragtag group of adventurers, have gathered together and witnessed some of the travesties and atrocities of the losing battle against the Shadow in the North. You guys are currently within the Calandron Mountains, somewhere in that area, if the pinging is showing up properly, and you guys have survived the fall of Durgis Rock. It is a surface dwarf town. You have been entrusted with a scroll protected by a magical lock of a bronze dragon that will bite and attempt to poison you if you should attempt to open it. Last episode, you guys had were trying to travel out of the mountains to deliver that special scroll to the Witch of the Woods in Erethdor, in the east. If you guys you ran into some Dornish men that you helped out. You gave them some fishing nets. You taught the children to fish. They were quite enamored with you. They liked you guys. You were very likable. What is there for one to say besides that? Shaq, you had taken a moment to lead the rest of the Orcish brethren away, and I think that is how I wrote you out for last week. Yep, pushing the wrong button there, Cody. Good job. Button pushing. One last thing. Oh, you guys found yourselves caught somewhat in a rock and a hard place, and you found a secret passage beneath the mountains, and that is where we are going to be picking up our adventure. We don't have Cole tonight, so we will act under the assumption that he is around and doing something helpful, but in the distance. So we could not afford to pay that actor for this episode, so everybody's just going to have to accept it and move on. That's what we got. We don't pay our actors, but I thought it made sense in the mind.
I'm with you.
I got you.
I just had a moment where I was wondering where my check was. That was all.
I wish.
I heard you're getting double what I get, so that's a good thing.
Oh, please. Y'all negotiated most favored nation. You know that. So. You guys have followed the markings of the clan dwarves. Some of you. Take a moment and please describe yourselves and who your characters are for us. It's been a minute since we have had a chance to visit with these people, so let's get reacquainted with them. Starting with you, Eric, please.
Sure. Valis Eonora does not look to be too old, but considering his high elf lineage, you suspect he's probably a lot older than you think he is, or a lot older than his looks might let on. The thing that really can give away the tragedy that he's seen are his eyes, which have a sullen nature to them, and a lot more. The eyes are a lot older than any other part of him. Wearing is just a traveling cloak underneath. You don't really get the idea that he's wearing any armor, so to speak. He does have a staff that he wears across his back. It looks just to be a regular quarterstaff.
Lucky is a small, but well, no, actually, I think she's like 5'6", but slight. Sort of human woman. She has dirty blonde hair that's piled up in a just practical braids, not for beauty, but for function. Keep it out of her face, big, and keep it away from her quiver that she wears on her back. She's wearing cloak and leathers that are more or less meant to blend in with the earth, but except the cloak is a little purple. But they are clearly well made, but worn, lovingly worn. You could tell she used to have very fine porcelain, well kept skin, but the time out in the sun and the forest has weathered her somewhat. Though she still looks young, and you can tell that she's if she's not looking at you like she wants to kill you, she's actually very attractive. But usually she's looking at you like she wants to kill you. So, hard to tell.
Okay, up next.
Shaq is quite possibly the biggest orc you would have ever seen. He towers over others. He is very, very large, but not as strong as you might think. However, he is agile, and he hits hard, skillfully. He just has his hair one clean shaven, except for a long braid down his back. He wears some gauntlets and not much armor. And he You would think he would not be part of this group, but he is happily fighting alongside against the shadow.
And Izzy, go.
Laroon is an abomination of a creature. That's the best way of saying it. A dwarg, a dwarf orc hybrid with pale gray, almost pasty skin, brown, unkempt hair that has white streaks fizzling all through it, and gray eyes. Standing at 5'9", so tall for a dwarf, short for an orc. He just looks very angry and disgusted at the world, as disgusting as he looks to them.
Completely fair. Okay. I've been asked to fill for a moment. So obviously, I'd like to tell you all about a little someone named Ash Ketchum. Sorry, no, Cole's
Don't
not here.
start
It's not as much fun without Cole here.
It's true.
I'll fill in for Cole.
No, we're not doing that. So yeah, our quickly, just like while waiting for Cody to come back, for those of you who've like maybe only ever played Classic 5e before or played other systems or whatever, how is Midnight to you? Like, what do you think? Let's chat about this system.
Midnight is definitely different because I've played second and 3.5 and predominantly 5e because that's the minimum we play. But I it's interesting to like see the parallels of things. I think the overall world is fascinating in that it's illegal to have weapons,
right?
You know, and magic is not uncommon, but not common in the same, like, that is doesn't make sense what I'm saying, but those people who've played in the world can understand it, and I think it's fascinating to play in this world that is familiar but still adjacent, and it sort of feels like you clicked play on a harder difficulty level.
Yeah. That's what's interesting. I'll get to you in a sec, Eric, is the idea that all these things we take for granted in most D&D 5e settings, we can't do here. Like, you take for granted that unless you're going in to see a king, you could just like walk around with your giant broadsword as a bugbear, but like in Midnight, you can't do that, and it adds some different elements. What are you going to say, Eric?
The thing that gets me about this setting, and it's like on a personal feelings level, like when I play D&D, I very much like, even when we play our game on Monday, Sirach is a tiny bird boy and he's very timid, but the entire time I know that, like, push comes to shove, Sirach and the group of people, we can get shit done. We can take down a Tarask if we need to. Like, we have that ability. We have that power. The entirety of every single game we've played in this Midnight setting has been filled with anxiety, and it has been filled with just constantly being told, you aren't shit. There's every time you play a game of D&D and you come up against a monster, you're like, I can take this guy. I can beat these odds. They're tough, but I got this. And this game goes, no, you can't. Run, hide, get out. And it's a weird sensation to play in. It's good. It's completely different, like, mindset.
There's a survival aspect to Midnight that isn't quite present in D&D, because in classic D&D, in Eberron, in Stormcloak, in anywhere in our homebrew worlds, you can always revive, you can always resurrect, it is written into the game since Gygax stopped running things that you're probably going to survive. Like, even when you're not, like, there's an inherent helpfulness in all the classes to keep each other up or to keep yourself up or whatever. And you're right, this game, the whole game, is like running into a section of a video game you're not leveled up enough yet for, and you have to decide, am I going to fight this thing and go down, or am I just going to hide and like walk away and maybe come back later? So yeah,
I think I'm three for three now, going down.
Yep. Listen, in disasters, Matthew has died or taken a nap every single game I've played with him, and now it's made Fable very nervous. It has made her exceptionally nervous. Whereas, like, this game is set up to the point where I'm like, if I was gonna go down, if Lucky was gonna go down, and like it was gonna hurt you guys to try to carry her along, she'd be like, just fucking kill me. I'm done. Like, I have to save the world. Go on without me. Like, there's a different kind of heroism in Midnight, and I think that kind of heroism stems from a dark reality that is welcome back, Keith. A dark reality that's very different than any reality that we have in a D&D campaign. Were you going to say something? Yes.
No, I think there is that. It's still a fantasy world. However, what would you do in real life? Yes, this is not you that you are playing. You are role playing. But realistically, are you going to run up on a bunch of military guys and try and hit them?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, yes, Izzy, but you're a special
platoon.
A platoon. I'd like to think even you would be smarter than that, but I've known you long enough. But that's the thing.
But at the same time, you've got a military background, like some other people.
Yeah, we don't.
Not
if you like, if you put yourself, if you put yourself in the Midnight situation as a role player and as a character, like, this is in its own way a lot closer to what I feel like we would actually have to do in real life.
It's less of the fantasy, or it sort of goes into that almost horror range of like.
Well, yeah, it's the horror of I can't survive this. I have no weapons.
It's Walking Dead.
Yeah. It's walking orc. But that's the thing. We've seen that time and time again already, because this is the kind of game where odds are stacked against you. Guess what? A lot of the time that's real. Like, in D&D, you often have at least one spellcaster who's like, I can bamf us out, or I can just like distract and we run. Heal, mass cure wounds. But like, even at lower levels, you still have, even that first level, I'm going to stab some rats. Like, we don't have that option here. We started
We are the rats.
We are the rats. Like, that's interesting to me. It's just been like a very different, like, the mechanics are still inherently the same, which is great because it's not a new system to learn, but how they work within the world is so very different here compared to like Eberron or Homebrew or Wildemount or any of those other settings, because of the inherent danger of being a fighter. Danger zone. Like, that boils down to the danger of fighting back. If we wanted to just village sim as goblin slaves who just wanted to farm and just like see how long they survive, that would be a very different game. We could do it. We might last longer. But we are choosing to be fighters. Like, yeah, right. We are choosing to be fighters. This is not a farming sim. This is a rebellion sim. And we are choosing to go up against these odds and be like, gonna figure it out.
Most rebellions don't always go that well.
Yeah.
Oh my god, guys. We're Avalanche.
Except for we don't have quite the same tool set, unfortunately. They at least all have the option for magic. We are having struggles there. Can we go blow up something? Let's go blow up something.
Thank you guys for chatting for a minute. Apologies, so thank you. You guys have just stretched your way into the Underdark. Well, beneath the mountain is a better way to put it. Underdark brings up some different connotations, although it's not terribly different. You know that this is a safe house of one of the dwarven clans. And as such, you look around the room, Shaq having just sort of caught up with you guys, bringing news as he travels in from the southwest. So Shaq, to catch you up, you had actually sort of traveled past where they had run into a Dornish village, and on your scouting efforts, you came across an entire platoon of orcish soldiers that were traveling up the path, and you had gathered a little bit of information. Again, the primary objective seems to be that they're searching for elvish agents or spies, something along those lines, and any dwarven outlaws that they can find. In this world, just purely being an elf or a dwarf is a murderable offense.
Yeah, that's not cool.
So
I mean,
here's what I'm thinking for tonight, guys, because you guys are awesome. I'm gonna get you not through the entire chapter of this adventure, but we can do a portion of it, more of the punchy, hacky portion, and then we can continue our talk back if we have some time. And
That's totally fine. It's an interesting discussion. It's been an
Yeah.
interesting topic, and
I would love to.
I'd
do
rather
that.
not push you. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
and we're down a guy too, so
Mhm.
we don't want to.
There's so yeah, this chapter sort of splits neatly in two. So we'll do the first portion of it, and then we'll come back next week and jump through it. Anybody that's interested, we are running our Crown of Shadows, which is the one main sort of primary. It's the famous Midnight introductory module. So in this dark room, which you guys have entered, this safe house of the Calendrons, you have found. Who all here has dark vision? That's a good place to start.
Ooh! That's where I actually can see
Yeah.
instead of the disadvantage.
So everybody
I
but the human.
hate you all. I
It's
don't
not
think
our fault you chose the inferior race.
Oh.
What did you just say to me?
You're one to talk.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be murdered just for existing. Although that's not your fault, and I don't find that an inferior thing. And I got like a little too close to real world
Yeah,
issues right
I was
there.
like, no, not cool.
No, I know. I'm just mad.
That is
No dark vision.
I know you guys you probably covered this, but I had made a habit of saying this sort of disclaimer at the start of our shows. The previous ones with Midnight is very much Midnight is a mature adult content show. It is it deals with many triggering issues, including racial violence and sexual assault. We skirt most of those issues as best as we can, but they are core to the challenges of Midnight, and it is never our intention to portray any of that in a lighthearted or positive light. These are purely the actions of villains and those under the influence of a dark entity. And so part of the heroism of Midnight is merely standing against such poor and vile behavior. So, but please, if you are sensitive to such things, do know, and we don't want to offend anyone. Those of you with dark vision who can currently see, why don't you guys can do a perception or investigation check in the chat in the Roll20, please. And the first room that you guys have entered into is perfectly sculpted. The work of the clan dwarves is not to be understated or overstated. It is if you've ever seen the Rick and Morty, what is actual level, it's like that. Like they have like 90-degree perfectly square box here happening. So that is a very interesting thing there. Natural 20 for 23 from Shaq the Powerful. Valis in Aurora. 19.
It is perception, not investigation, just so we are.
Okay, Laroon, 5 on the perception. Laroon, I think you're just happy to have Shaq back. I think that's just a real positive moment for you. Yeah. Dice jail.
I missed my buddy.
So in the first room, a few things you can pick up especially with the natural 20 on the perception check. The dust here is thick, settled. Nobody's utilized this Safeway, this passage in decades, probably. It's been a very long time. There are there's an orc goblin hybrid called an Ort, I believe. There are some piled up bones of them in a corner. There are some old rusted leather and metal weapons and chest pieces. As you sort of sift through those, they are of such an age that they practically crumble in your hands. The leather is brittle and just sort of flakes apart. The metal's not much better. But from the first room, you can see that there's another stone slab dwarven door that leads you into the second one. And the second one has more in there. There are crates piled up in the corners, stacked very neatly, marked with dwarven writings. Although, again, these things are quite old. None of the food that's in here is edible. Although maybe some of the mushrooms that have grown out of it are worth eating. If you guys would like to try to gather some of those, I'll take nature checks from you at this point.
Has anyone lit a torch? May I?
You may, yeah.
So I can participate in these checks as the nature person?
Yes, that would be helpful.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I will do so. Yeah.
Oh, right. I forgot you can't see.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
you can't see?
Fuck you, you know I can't see. We've had this discussion every night when I have to, leave the fire on after we're done cooking.
I am terribly sorry. I had completely forgotten. And with that, Valis will touch the tip of his quarterstaff with his hand and cast light on the tip of the quarterstaff.
Oh, that's much better. A 22 for my nature check then.
Nicely done. You go through them. Even the funguses that are growing on here, even those molds, are actually pretty old. Most of them have decayed. They sort of calcified and petrified themselves. But with an over 20, you do end up finding a small mushroom bloom that you can use in a toxin that will it's like if you grind it into a paste and put it with some water, create sort of like a thick ichor. It will seep out venom from a wound. So you have 1 dose of like an anti-venom. Unsure of how many more rooms there are, with no other additional entrances or exits, only really one path to go down. You guys continue on into the third room. And in here, you can see that there are some metal chests. There's a metal chest. And it is marked with what looks like some dwarven clan writing on it. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to read the writing.
Sure. Make me an intelligence check. I know you speak it, and I believe you read Dwarven as well, but there are clan dialects, so or a history check. So intelligence or history. I'll take either one.
Can I give him like assistance because I also speak Dwarven
Yes,
and
you
be like,
can.
see what we can piece together? Go ahead, you do your
Yeah.
That word means orc. That word means well, I should
15. They're the same modifier either way, so whichever one.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys think about it, you are able to recognize the mark of Clan Cardal. 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 You know that they are an underground household, dwarven hold. That the Durgis clan hold where you guys are from, that surface dwarf clan, has some had some contact in them, but it's been about 150 years since the clans had been in contact. So it's been a very long time since then. There is still the chest, if there's anything you guys would care to do about or with that, or would you like to move on?
Is it unlocked? I'm not necessarily going to open it, but I just want to see if it's unlocked.
So you can make an investigation check to see if it's
Great.
unlocked without trying to open it.
Two in a row.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So
Sorry, my
I
child is sleeping. I shouldn't be that loud.
you
If there's never too young for them to learn the joy of a natural 20.
there you go.
Okay,
Let alone
you
back
wake
to
him
back.
up
Wow.
and you teach him. Like,
So you get to the chest. The chest is big. Not big for you, big for everybody else. Not much is big for you. But you get there and you kind of look at the lock and you just sort of rub your thumb over it and you can tell it was probably locked at one point, but most of that mechanism is rotted through and rusted now. And you probably couldn't unlock it if anybody wanted to, but it's very easy to just pop it open no matter what. You take the chest in your large arms. You sort of pick it up and shake it like a present with your ear up against it. Very, very Christmas morning style. You can.
I love him.
You can hear in there what seems to be. You think old rusted weapons, because most of it sort of clangs and then it stops. Although I will say there is something that is in there that that does not sound. That sounds sturdy. That sounds like it's well made and not not crumbling to pieces.
Well, with my intelligence of 10, I'm now going to open it.
Okay. Yeah, you grab a hold of it and no check needed. It's old. You bust it open. Inside
Cool.
of there, you do find a bunch of rusted daggers, axes, some old, very brittle axe handles, and things like that. However, there is one very fine dwarven axe that is locked in there. It is a great axe, and has the head of which is different than most axes you've ever seen, if not any of them. If anybody is proficient in smithing tools, you can make a check to recognize what it is. All of you can make an intelligence check, but if you are proficient in smithing, you may add your proficiency bonus.
A 16, sir.
11.
15.
4.
So everybody with a 15 and above, you recognize the metal. It is made of mithril.
Ooh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of hands it towards Laroon. Eh?
Why are you giving me this steel bullshit?
It's not
mithril.
so much better than steel. I'm offended you called it steel. Now, you may be able to see in the dark.
At
but how
least
dare you?
half of you should know that it's better.
Feel it. Feel the power, Kronk.
Pull the lever!
I will let you know, Valis, Ian Rora, you've never seen this metal. You recognize the name, and it is appropriately mythic, even among your people. But whereas some of you may have heard of a friend that had one, for Valis, this is akin to finding a chupacabra. Like, it's really.
In that case, just a little bit of like, oh, yes, mithril.
Like you think that we're putting you on? Like,
Yeah, like you're making it up. Like, yeah, no, we just found the Sorcerer's Stone. It produces alchemy. Yeah, sure.
yeah, I'm gonna go
Mithril.
snipe hunting. Obviously, yeah. There's no like, really.
It's
You know what?
actually
Do me a favor. Is there like a
the
log, a
bones,
wooden
the
bench?
bones.
The bones, yeah.
the bones.
Swing this over there.
Excuse me?
There he goes. He went. Yeah, Izzy did it.
Nice and quiet.
Super smooth. I'm assuming.
I swing at the bones.
Mm-hmm.
Is it fancy and better than a normal hit, please?
Yeah. So it is. This is actually another of the. It's a covenant item. It's a specific type of item to Midnight, mostly born of ancient lore. You guys did not roll quite good enough to know what that story was or is, but you can immediately tell that the blade is sharp and suffers no denting or chipping as it strikes through the bone into the stone and sending little sparks of it popping up everywhere. So it does require.
With my knowledge base, is there any chance that I'm just okay? So it's a sharp axe. What do you want?
Like, you've heard of mithril, but it's similar to what. So my dwarven and giant friend here, orcish friend. So they've also heard of the famed icewood bows of the northern of Veradine. You know, like which she has on her back. So everybody's running into fun, fancy things that they've never heard of.
Okay.
I don't think it's. I mean, it's up to you if you would like to play it as I tell you, it's far sparklier than normal metal.
What
I mean, I'll go up and I'll just kind of take a closer look at it and just be like, interesting.
what are its properties?
So, I have to update this item specifically, but
Cool.
it is a great axe. It is a D12. It does have a +1 bonus enhancement. It, you guys are what level? 5th level?
Are we?
We're 4th.
5th.
We're 5th.
Yeah, we leveled up.
If you guys are
Wait,
not
okay.
5th level, you should make yourselves 5th level.
Hey, we leveled up last
I will
week.
work on that then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shaq
On
was not
my
here
wonderful
last week.
Chat to remind me.
Orcish
No,
adventure.
Shaq was- yeah.
Sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, it does require attunement. You are, once you are attuned, you are proficient with it, even if you are not proficient with martial weapons. So that is covered there. It gives you proficiency in Constitution saving throws. And if you are already proficient in Constitution saving throws, it gives you, it's like expertise. So half your, so double your proficiency bonus, Constitution saving throw. And that is what you guys would gain with it up through 5th level. So. Oh, and it's a plus. It is a plus. Yeah, see, that needs a +1. Just go with that. +1.
So, as awesome as this is, I have my hammer. Does anybody else want this?
I'll take a big axe.
Shaq, did you take the Urutuks of
I don't
and
have
Moon?
the stats for them. I never got the stats for them, so I can have them. But
I believe so just so you know, I believe Cole's character
Cool.
wanted to give those to you.
Great.
So
perfect.
I will.
I did not know that. So if I can, yeah, we don't need to do that right now unless it's absolutely necessary. But
I'm gonna give it to you right now, just in case.
yeah, okay, I understand wholeheartedly.
So it is. So they are matching D8s. You wield both of them. You're considered proficient. While you're holding one, the other one has the throwing property, similar to a dwarven thrower. So you can throw it; it'll immediately return to your hands. And at 5th level, it is a plus. They're both +1.
So 2 +1's property of dwarven thrower.
Mm-hmm.
I am proficient in them, and it's a
Single attunement for both.
so single attunement for both. Strength, and what's the range for dwarven thrower?
It is the same as, I think it's 30 and 60.
Cool.
So 30 feet, 60. Max is 60. Close
And
range is
it's
30 feet.
what type of damage?
It is slashing damage.
Thank you. Cool.
Mm-hmm. So.
Done. Got him.
As you guys are hanging out, you can see Wendell is milling about. He's not super interested in anything that's happening because everything here is rotten and nothing he can carry or take out of here will earn him any money. So Wendell has grown bored. As you guys head into the 4th room, you can see that this one contains the body of a long dead dwarf. Or I should say half the body. The upper half specifically. The lower half you can't seem to find. It's perhaps been torn or destroyed or tossed somewhere. As you look at the skin of the corpse, its cheeks are gaunt but remains partially there. It has that dried, sort of mummified look about it. He has a chain shirt on and an axe nearby. Both of them are pretty rusted. None of them seem to be terribly useful. But you do see some small glints of reflection in the magical light of Valus's staff.
I'm gonna poke it, but with mage hand.
Okay, you sort of move it around a little bit and
The
scatter.
safest way to poke something.
Mhm.
Clearly.
Scattering across the floor are what are the remains of a pocket full of gems, rubies and diamonds mostly, a couple of sapphires that have been collected. Many of them cut. None of them are raw diamond or any that. They all seem to have been worked into a variety of crystalline pieces.
I'ma take them, like bring them back to us.
Yeah, you gather them towards you. You collect them. Sounds good. You open up the last doorway, and you are greeted by a set of stairs. The passageway is small, narrow, clearly built for dwarves, and those of you of larger stature, all of you, have to crunch your back a little bit.
This.
Exceptionally rough for you, Shaq. But down you go. Down, down, down. Hundreds of feet. After about 10, 20 stories, your small staircase, similar to a stairwell you might find in an office building, wrapping infinitely down on itself, begins to open up into the wider twistings of roughly hewn, unworked stone. Cavern begins to expand out for you. You can hear the echoes of running water, small drips, little twists. As you guys are traveling, what is your marching?
I'd like to go near the front, but also maybe have the mage behind me because light, if that's all right.
I'll be up front.
Yeah, I can. I'll take rear.
Okay.
So
I will have cast mage armor and spent a sorcery point to make it last 8 hours.
Nice.
I mean, it lasts 8 hours. Spent a sorcery point to make it last 16 hours.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
So, as you guys are journeying down, the cave begins to open up. And even those of you with dark vision can't see much beyond your 60, 120 feet. It's long stretches of black. You continue your descent, the stone steps beneath your feet, the only things that remind you that life lives down such dismal places, yet somehow finds a way to thrive. The Greater Cavern is truly vast. As you look at the formations hanging from the ceiling, your feet reach the bottom, twisting cavernous dance. Those first few steps are greeted thick, sort of damp mud, long undisturbed, sort of grips your feet in a way that begs you to stay, or beats you though you were long lost friend. You continue to make your way forward. As you guys are going, I would like you all to make me survival checks.
Hello, I'm gonna use some luck for that because it was a horrible roll.
Okay.
11.
22.
Hey.
That's a 13, and that's with me re-rolling.
Okay. As you guys are traveling, you're coming up on the small stream that is gathered from all of these drips and drabs and little trickles of water, and following it is a safe way to travel towards what you hope to be is life at some point. As you guys are beginning to follow this stream, you notice occasionally the errant print of perhaps a undermountain lizard or another creature of the deep, different animal game, worms, things like that. You do come across a boot print that is completely undisturbed, but Laroon, you realize that given the lack of erosion down here, if nothing has disturbed it, that could be decades old. It's not a true indication of something being here. And so your path continues hiking along the cave floor. It is relatively easy, but finding the right path is difficult. I'm gonna have all of you roll me investigation. With Laroon's good survival check on the last turn, you can have advantage on this investigation.
$18.
Investigation.
Yes, please.
7. No, pardon me. 6.
Even better.
13.
Okay. Valis, you're the first one to notice them as you are traveling, and with the help of the others, you're able to continue to pick them out. About every 500 to 1,000 feet, you find another dwarven clan marking etched into a passageway, long eroded and faded, but you can still make out just the subtlest of clues that directs you, you believe, which way to go. You guys take an extra 15 minutes at one point. You decide to peek down a side path, and most of them twist and narrow. They come to dead ends and points in which you can't continue, and you confirm for yourselves that these dwarven marked passages are the safest, if not the fastest route through this mountain do something better. As you guys are walking, the stream has widened and gotten deeper and is now where once it was perhaps as a good old southern boy like me might say, a crick. It is now a legitimate stream bordering on a river.
But call it a crick all the time. That made me weirdly happy. I don't know why.
I am glad. It's been a slow, subtle sort of burble as you're moving along the passage, but it begins to pick up speed. And while it's perhaps only 5 feet wide, maybe 10 at its widest, you hear up ahead a loud echo. Other than the very quiet cavern behind you, your footsteps, the slips in the mud, small bits of conversation, and the breath between you have been the only noises that have accompanied you thus far. But now there is white sort of background noise. Catch. I'll take nature checks, please.
12.
Laroon, you recognize that sound. Your days in the mountains have wouldn't say prepared you for it, but you have some familiarity with it. That is the sound of the upside of a waterfall, distinctly different from being down bottom where it's much louder. There is still sort of the echo of the water falling off, but what you don't hear is it crashing down below. So it is a very long waterfall. You guys cautiously proceed, and you can see that some form of earthquake or great cataclysm has split about a 10-foot chasm. It's about 100 feet in front of you. Or 60 feet, sorry, given your light situation. 60 feet in front of you. But on the other side, you guys can hear sort of these loud screams and clicking noises that are echoing over the sounds of the water. What would you guys like to do?
Can we stealth and wait for a moment?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would like to suggest that we hide and wait and see what's coming.
Okay.
I extinguish the light on the top of my staff.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make stealth checks.
That's a sweet 13. No, 14, because I have a cloak. 14.
The Cloak of Elven Kind?
Yes.
If you have it on, it should give you advantage, not a +1.
Oh, it's advantage. Well, good, I'll do that. So still a 14, because it was literally one higher. I rolled a 7, and then I rolled an 8.
Okay. So. Sorry, my brain. I thought I couldn't remember what level you guys started at, and I was going back.
No worries, take your time. I'm fighting my camera and my setup tonight. It's fighting me.
You guys duck into the side of. You press your bodies up against the side of the wall. You listen intently. For about the next minute, you can hear what sounds like a fight. There's a bit of crunching and snapping, sort of the click of something insectoid. That's about it. And then eventually it goes quiet. What would you like to do?
Can anyone who can see look and see if the path is clear? Should we keep going?
I'll peek my head out, see what I can see.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
I can technically see 120, so
Oh, nice. All right, make perception checks.
okay. Dirty 20.
11.
Okay. Jack, you look out across the way. Laroon, you can see where the water is cascading into the chasm. Jack, you can see just beyond there, it's about a 10-foot chasm. And on the other side, it looks like there is a bit of a nest of something, small somethings, that seem to be feeding on a corpse.
There's something over there, and it's not good.
The corpse looks larger than normal, about your size, and
Damn.
it doesn't seem humanoid. Seems monstrous in some way. But it's difficult to tell at this distance.
Maybe they'll just be really fascinated in their food and let us go. Have you ever seen cats eating and they ignore you unless you're feeding them?
Yeah.
Maybe. It's that, or wait it out. Wait for them to get hungry again and then they'll come find us.
Yeah. I think we can try and get the drop on it, but you got that poison cure ready? I just feel like it's something that's probably gonna try and poison us.
I do, but only enough for one of us, so right. Be careful.
I do have a limited ability to heal people of afflictions of poisons and whatnot.
Excellent.
Say I'm probably the fastest one, so I could. Yeah, my thought here is that if I try to as stealthily as I can run up, and if I need to disengage, I disengage back to all of us.
So there is a chasm. Remember.
Of course, there's a chasm. I forgot about the chasm. The chasm.
You guys and the other side. You're about.
Well, if there's this large chasm, there's a chance we might not even have to deal with them.
Yeah. That's wishful thinking.
Look, we don't know if they fly. We don't know if they're going to be interested or if we're just scrawny and, unnecessary. We could...
Scrawny.
Compared to that thing that you described, without a doubt. But, you want to be scrawny right now. You don't want to look meaty and inviting. I'm sorry.
You're right.
Usually meaty inviting goes right on your dating profile, but not today. So we could try to stealth, be quiet, but be armed and prepared and not stupid.
Normally, I encourage the bashing of heads, but these things just took down someone the size of you, Shaq.
No, I'm not disagreeing with this.
Just for the group.
Yeah. So, let's go.
Yep. I'm going to need to follow behind someone who can see and just sort of hug the wall carefully, unless we turn on the light. But I will assume the moment light comes on that I will start shooting at things.
Let's go.
So, as you guys are making your way closer, Jack, you can tell that the creatures are smaller than halflings. They look young. They are insectoid. They are monstrous. I'm gonna move us over here. If you guys would take your looks over to what is described as the Farn Nest. You can see that moment. There we go.
I hate this giant dancing lobster bug visual in the middle there.
So that is what's being eaten.
Oh, that's so much worse.
Yep.
Oh, that's so big.
And we're on the other side of this chasm here?
You guys are on the other side of that chasm there. Yep. And across the chasm seems to be the only direction that is viable for you guys to go.
Cool.
Give me just a
Good.
moment as I
Great.
bring myself over here. So. Oh. Here. You. Too big. Huh? And. Excuse me. That layer. This would be token layer. And objects and token. Bam. Bam. Sold by all players. So, sold by all players. Here's okay. Jack, I'm gonna push you back one just so I don't think you're. Oh, you're fine. Yeah, that one works. So there's the chasm. Chewing on that corpse there are a bunch of little things that look somewhat similar. Beetle sort of mandibles, pincer claws. They look young. They look just hatchling-ish of that type. These are stalagmites. You might trip over them, I believe. It looks like there are some more eggs of those creatures down in the corner here.
I'd never heard of that version. I'd never heard might trip over them.
I
heard if they try, they might reach the ceiling, and the stalactites have to hang tight to the ceiling to stop from
I
falling
think it was
down.
Eric that told me the other one recently. I
I like it.
couldn't remember. So,
Happy.
what would you guys like to do?
Stealth?
Stealth.
Well, I think first the question is, how are we getting over this chasm?
So,
Jump.
at the shortest distance, looks like the chasm is 7.5 feet. So,
I mean, I
Use
could just.
shack as a bridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? I'm not wrong.
you can.
I don't
Yeah,
think
none of
that's
us-
going to be stealthy, though.
Well, I don't think anything that we do, if we have to lower a ladder, if we have to put it if we
I know.
grappling hook over, if we anything, we're gonna make noise.
I mean, if you give me some rope and I can try
And
and
you over.
anchor it over with me.
I think we have to address something really quickly here, though. Those of us who are ranged attackers should be the last ones over. Because if they
Yep.
start attacking while we're crossing, we have to be able to hold them up.
Yeah.
It's not going to do anything if I'm stuck on the rope right when they start attacking and no one can do anything.
Laroon? Me?
Yeah.
You?
Jump. Throw him. Toss me. Don't tell the elf.
Why wouldn't I tell the elf that? Never mind.
He's right there.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He's right.
I can see this entire thing. I don't understand.
You guys don't let me have any fucking fun.
Oh, we're letting you, but we're also roleplaying.
So I didn't say it in a character voice. Well, I said it in Gimli's voice. I didn't say it in Lucky's voice.
All right. If you are jumping, make me an athletics check, please.
Right.
I believe. What are your strength scores, the two of you?
20.
And
16.
with running starts, you guys can jump 20 and 16 feet.
Yeah, I mean, my 50 movement speed, I would
You
say.
only got to run
could.
10 before you jump that distance, so.
Yeah.
But I would still like the athletic check, please. It
Athletics?
dangled at the 1 for a moment.
It did for a second, and I got real nervous. I'll type it in chat. It's 16.
Thank you, 16. Yeah.
19.
19. Nicely done. Both of you up and over. I'm going to move you guys so that you are here. Here. When you guys land, the feasting little critters that are here sort of pop their heads up and begin scurrying very quickly back towards the nest.
Oh, God.
Why is that somehow worse?
You
Because
can
that
hear,
means there's something in the nest.
you can hear them sort of clicking, chittering. What are your passive perceptions?
13.
Yeah, 13.
13.
Okay.
Oh, not just
yeah,
them.
sorry.
Yeah.
Just looking for the guys that did the jumpy bit. My apologies. Should have been more specific. Okay. When you guys land over there and you hear the clicking and you see those little guys start to run, you look, you hear something shift overhead. And when you look up, you see dropping down from the ceiling, chewing each of them on a leg of that guy that is dead there. Umber Hulk.
No!
Well.
No, I hate those.
The two Umber Hulks drop down onto the ground. You can tell that they are wounded from fighting off Krabby, other Umber Hulk 3. In Midnight, these are called Farns. So,
Huh.
fun fact there. I'd like everybody to flip for initiative. If you have the cards ready.
Cool.
7.
4.
Type those in.
I apologize. I forgot we were doing card.
That is okay. What's your modifier, Izzy?
+7
+7.
with advantage.
All right.
Jack.
Ace.
Oh, okay. Great, you did it. Okay, starting up top with an ace.
All right. So. Left or right, I'm gonna say.
Can I respond?
Yeah.
I'll take left.
Cool. I would like to come over here
Mm-hmm.
and attack this one.
Okay, go for it.
All right. So 2 attacks for my first.
Mm-hmm.
That is.
So, when you, at the start of your turn, you were within 30 feet of the creature, correct?
Yeah, I was.
Then I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Cool. Cool. That's a 6.
Okay. You guys watch as Shax. Where were you? You were here?
Yep.
Okay. You guys watch as Shaq's eyes glaze over as he meets the gaze of the Umber Hulk. And then it sort of goes wonky on him. I would like you to roll me a D4. Or D8. Roll me a D8, please. Okay.
5.
So, you cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn. And on a 5 or a 6, you take no action. But you use your movement to move in a random direction. So I would like you to roll me another D8. Or excuse me, roll me a D10. So, it's like a number pad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are going to move 30 feet in this direction. 5, 10, 15. What's your speed?
50.
50. So you move your speed in a random direction. 50. So 5, 10, 15, 20. This is liquid. It's difficult terrain. So 10 feet there. 30. I believe that's where you stop. So that is it for Jack. Right? Yeah.
Do I have to make the save?
Yes, you do. Apologies, Shaq.
That Umber Hulk fear is legit.
I apologize. So you guys were, I'm sorry, you were not surprised. So you could have averted your eyes. But I think you would have needed to know to do that.
If they're not a thing we've ever come up against, can we like roll a nature check or something? Yeah, there's no way that we would know.
10, I would have known
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've never been down here. It's okay.
Okay. All right.
Now we know.
Well, the other, so Shaq is our sacrificial lamb. The others of you can make insight checks, or make insight checks as bonus actions to see if you realize what is wrong with Shaq.
Dirty 20.
So yes.
Dirty 20.
So yeah.
15.
That'll do it.
4.
Sorry, buddy. You do, Laroon. Your dice are really out to get you tonight, and
Yeah, right. What?
I wish I knew why. You seemed like
I
such a
need
nice
sage.
person. Yeah. So I believe it is Laroon's turn. However.
So if with the 4, I'm gonna keep the die that I rolled, which was a natural 1, for a 3 charisma save.
Okay. So then I need you to roll me a D8.
7.
Okay, on a 7 or 8, the creature makes one melee attack against a random creature or does nothing if no creature is within reach. Yeah, you guys watch as Laroon sort of starts looking around for something to hit and then just sort of stops. Okay. After Laroon. So that was Ace, Jack. Lucky is on a 7. Let's go with that.
Woof. Okay. Hold on. It's 5 foot squares.
Yep.
I've got the range. To just kind of move myself here
Okay.
and shoot this guy
Which one?
with my bow. Do I have to make a check, or since I'm far away enough?
5, 10, 15,
I'm like
20,
60 feet away.
25, 30, 35. You're 40 feet away, so you are okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Cool,
This
cool,
guy
cool,
does
cool.
have partial cover because of this
okay.
column here.
That's okay. Is he, so that's disadvantage, or his AC is higher?
His AC is +2. He's got half cover.
Great, that's fine. Amazing. Quick question.
Mhm.
Oh, never mind. Nah. No, because of my quiver, enemies don't benefit from half cover.
There you go. Good.
Ah,
Good looking at your rolls.
ranged.
Nicely done.
Yes. I was looking to see if my arrows were secret arrows of some kind. I couldn't remember what the special arrows were, but just by having this quiver, all of my arrows do that. So, all right, I am going to shoot him. Good, amazing. And I add my. I'm gonna re-roll. I'm gonna use luck again. That's better. Not by much, but better. It's a 17 to hit.
17 just misses the thick carapace of
Yikes.
the creature. Its AC is an 18.
Okay, cool. This will be fun. I'm out. That's all I got.
Oh, you don't have a second attack at 5th level?
Yes, I do. I do, in fact, have a second attack at 5th level. Thank you for the reminder. It's new.
Okay.
No,
Just check.
that will not hit. I rolled bad. I rolled so bad.
Okay.
And actually, I'm going to, sorry, this is a thing I can do. Hunter. Is this a servant of this is not a servant of the enemy, it's just a normal enemy.
It's just a monster.
Yeah. No, I'm good. That's all I got.
Okay. Up next on a 5 is the bad guys. Oh. Okay. Good. So, this Umber Hulk right here is going to attack Shaq the Powerful with, what is he attacking with?
So he did a shack attack?
He is going to do a Shaq attack, yes.
Had to.
So a couple of claws and then a bite with the mandibles. So it is a total of 3 attacks. This bad boy here. Natural 1 will definitely miss. The natural 3 plus 8 is 11, but 18 plus 8 is 16. 26, excuse me. 26 will definitely hit.
Yep.
So that is the mandible. The mandible bite is 2d8 plus 5. There we go. That is 12 points of damage to you,
Ouch.
Shaq. And then this Umber Hulk right here is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What is its speed? 30. It was here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Diagonals don't cost 1.5 anymore. So, Laroon, same thing, 3 attacks. Okay, so those are 19 and 24 to hit. 24 does hit.
Yep.
Okay, that's a mandible bite. So that is 16 points of damage. Okay, that is it. And Valus on a 4.
Ten, 4. So here's what Valus is going to do.
Question.
Keeping eyes averted.
Okay, that was my question. Good for you. Go. Do.
He's going to move right over there.
Mm-hmm.
He is then going to cast a spell that does not require line of sight.
Okay.
Valus is going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay.
It's going to... Is there any way for me to get like a spell icon up here or no?
What, like a size?
Yeah, it's a 30-foot cube.
Okay, yeah, so up in the upper left,
You could just draw lines.
just below the oh wait, hold on, what is it? Draw shape?
Draw shape. There's
Yep.
a little painter. There's a little paintbrush. You can do draw shape or freehand. I like to do draw shape for like those spell effects. So you just make a cube. That's what I had to keep doing with Fable.
5,
Sorry.
10, 15,
Cube.
15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, there you go. You got it.
Yeah, I create a 30-foot cube right there
Okay.
in the white.
Okay. Yep, I see it. Deleting mine.
And anything that is within that area has to make a wisdom save.
So Umber Hulk there is going to make a wisdom saving throw. Ooh, that's going to be close. That's it, 14.
God damn it, meets it, beats it.
Oof. All right. Any bonus actions?
Unfortunately, I used my bonus action to do my check to realize that I don't need to look at it.
Good. Okay. So but the hypnotic pattern stays up?
Yes, the hypnotic pattern does stay up.
Okay. Awesome. So that is the end of the round. New round.
Seven.
Okay. The Umber Hulks have an ace. Laroon, what is your dex modifier? They have a +1. I see the queen. Thank you.
2.
+2. Laroon, you are up.
No, I'm up. I had an ace.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, with a +3 dex.
Oh, I apologize. I missed your ace. Go for
I was
it.
in all caps and everything.
I'm sorry.
So, no, I go first. So, can I shoot this one actually that is in the hypnotic pattern now?
You can. You will have to avert your gaze. Or
I will not. I
make
will
a
shoot the
charisma
far away
save.
one. Yep.
So
I'm going to shoot.
You still have to avert your gaze because, you
because
are
he's
within
closer
30
now?
feet of one of them. Yeah.
I thought it was just for the one you were attacking.
If you can see its eyes and you're within 30 feet.
Okay. All right, well, I'll shoot this one at disadvantage then, because if we can down it and stop doing that bullshit, I will.
Please and thank you. Yes.
Yep. First one absolutely misses. God, my dice tonight. Shit. Second one absolutely misses, and I'm not using that die anymore tonight.
Okay. Any bonus actions, Lucky?
No.
Laroon.
So, what I'm pretty sure I'd realized by now that don't look at the eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can I attack them while looking at their feet?
You're still at disadvantage.
Still at disadvantage, even if I'm not looking at the eyes?
Yep.
Rules as written with any of the fear-based things is we're gonna have to shoot at disadvantage or be afraid.
Yep.
I've tried every variant. The only way we can do it is if we're literally behind them.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action activate my burst of speed
Okay.
and attack.
Okay.
Natural 19 plus 8 to hit.
At disadvantage? Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, no, sorry, I forgot the disadvantage. An 18 and 19.
Okay, so yeah, it'll hit.
For 12 points of radiant damage.
Okay, nicely done.
Second attack. 2 18s.
Okay.
Now they want to roll good. Probably to make up for the 2 natural ones. For 11 points of radiant damage and burst of speed action attack.
Mm-hmm.
A 15, so no.
The 15 does miss. Okay. But yeah, 2 big strikes as your hammer glows into radiant power and begins to chip through the Umber Hulk's already wounded form. You can tell it was very close to being bloodied before. Now it absolutely is. That is it for Laroon. Next is the Umber Hulks. So the first one is going to try to chew on Laroon. That is because if you're averting your gaze, you are effectively blinded against the creature, so it has advantage on attacks against you. 2 and a 3 is going to miss. A 16 plus 8 will hit, but I'm going to roll that second one anyway. So, and then 12 plus 8 for a 20.
Meets it, beats it.
All right, two attacks do hit. That is... All right, total of 3d8. So that is 26 points of damage.
Ow! Don't do that, please.
All right, turning to Shaq, the powerful. First 2 attacks with the claws. Higher one is a 19, and then a 27.
Yep, it hits.
Okay. That is 17 points of damage. Third attack.
I'm out.
You're unconscious?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not going to follow up chewing on your corpse. It's gonna move.
You said it was 27?
17.
Oh, it's 17 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not out yet.
Okay.
I thought it was 27. Sorry, I heard that wrong.
It was 17
That's...
plus 14.
Okay, so now I'm 10 points under.
Okay, well, we just go to 0 for now. But
Got it.
you are... Yep. So, with you unconscious there, it is going to move 5, 10... Actually, it's going to spend its movement just essentially jumping on the roof where it's at. So it can climb across the roof past the chasm. Okay. That is it for the...
Eric's
aces.
camera is fighting him.
Oh no. No camera fight. No. Shaq, or Valis, you're on a queen.
Yes, I am, and having no problems over here at all. So that's good to know. How we doing, guys? All right. First things first, we're going to use some sorcery points because we are in a bad shape right now. Here we go. So I am going to use I'm going to use a sorcery point to make Cure Wounds a 30-foot range spell.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on... our lovely Laroon at 2nd level. So that's 2d8. That'll be 8 plus 5 for 13, plus 4 for 17 points back, Laroon.
Thank you so much.
We lost you, Eric.
Wrong one. I'm going to cast bonus action Healing Word on Shaq.
Okay.
Which is going to give you 7 hit points, Shaq.
Jack, you wake up, and it is your turn.
And that thing's not next to me anymore, is
You are
it?
not in melee with that Umber Hulk right now. I'm going to move him off to the side.
I'm going to patient defense.
Okay. You spend half your movement to stand up. Bonus action for the dodge action. What is your action?
I'm
patient defense. Yeah, it's a bonus action to dodge.
Or you can just take the dodge action and save the key point.
I'm going to take the dodge action and save the key point.
Okay.
And try and get behind. Here, I'm going to move right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Behind the stalagmite.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool.
Anybody left? New round. Okay, so the Umber Hawks are up first. This one is on the roof. It's moving 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and that's where it is going to stop for now. Oh, actually, hold on. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay. That is it for the Umber Hulk's turn. Actually, it's going to keep moving. It's going to take the dash action. It's going to jump down behind you guys, right there.
I don't like that.
And the other Umber Hulk is going to continue to attack Laroon. So first 2 claw attacks with advantage. 25 and 24, that will hit. Second one, 24. So that is 42 points of damage.
Bye, y'all.
What is your maximum number of hit points?
55.
55. Okay, great. So, that is it for the Umber Hulks. You guys had Laroon or Valis. I'll let you go first since Laroon's speed is effectively 0 right now. So you can wake him up before he has to roll a death save.
Yep, I'll give him a bonus action healing word. Oh, motherfucker. 4 hit points.
Thank you.
And I'm going to turn back and I'm going to not look at this guy, but I'm going to cast God, let's hope this works, Hypnotic Pattern again.
Okay. Casting it behind him. Wisdom saving throw.
Yes, please. If you could roll low.
Natural 8.
Yeah, you didn't do what I asked there.
I'm sorry.
Specifically asked.
I know.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Laroon, you're up.
Attack, attack, attack.
Okay.
With the disadvantage because I'm not looking. Fuck the disadvantage. That's a 19 and a 20. For 9 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Second attack is a 13, so that's not going to hit. Burst of speed attack is a 15, so that's not going to hit. Actions, bonus action, heal, second wind.
Okay.
For 11 points, sweet. And then I'm going to action surge, because fuck this guy, I want to get him down.
Okay.
That is going to be a 19.
That hits.
Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits. That hits.
Okay. Max damage for 13 points of damage, radiant.
Nice. He's barely holding on. Did you take your second attack with action surge?
No, I did not. I forgot about that.
You do get that?
Now I'm rolling 20s, but they're at disadvantage. So that's a natural 15 plus 8.
That'll hit.
For 12 points of radiant damage.
12 points of radiant damage is enough to drop this guy to 0. Nicely done as the first of the Umber Hulks comes crashing into the ground. I'm going to remove him from there. No need to look at that guy anymore. Okay. After Laroon is Shaq.
All right, I would like to... Let me see what I can do as far as movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll work. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to throw our wonderful axe we have here.
Oh,
So
the Urutok of Sun and Moon.
Yes.
Nice. All right.
Throw the first one as my first attack.
Okay.
And that is...
Are you oh wait. So at the start of your turn, I believe it's specifically when a creature starts its turn within 30 feet. So you didn't start your turn within 30 feet, so you do not have disadvantage. Nicely done.
Thank God. So that is a 19 plus to hit.
Okay.
And what did you say the damage was on the throw? It was
They're 8s. They're D8s.
D8.
Nice.
Okay. Plus what?
It's your strength modifier. Strength or dex. Up to you.
Yeah, it's 3.
Okay.
Plus 1, I would assume, because it's plus 1.
It is
so
a plus
4.
1. So 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage.
Nicely
Does
done.
it come back?
It does immediately. As soon as it strikes, it comes whirling back, skillfully spinning between Lucky and Valis. Yeah, you can throw the other one as once this one comes back. You sort of wait with that one ready to go and catch, and then immediately chuck the second one.
12 plus 7.
19 does hit.
All right, roll another D8.
Wow.
Love those max damage.
So 24 points of damage total.
Yep.
Nicely done. And bonus action.
Patient. I will burn a key point for that.
Okay, patient defense with the key point. After Shaq, I believe it is Lucky.
Yay! I'm just going to fuck. I hate that it's behind me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna pull the blades, and I'm gonna turn and try and stab.
Are you averting your gaze?
Yeah, yes.
So disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, not terrible. Shit. 16, I think. Yep, 16.
First one misses.
Yep, alright, I'll try again. Both 5s. Now, I can't roll tonight. I use new dice on everything.
Sorry,
So
Lucky.
I'm then just going to be real stupid. And I'm gonna try and run and jump across the chasm.
Okay. If you to get your long jump, you need a 10-foot running start. And I think to get that, you're going to have to leave the Umber Hulks. He'll get an attack of opportunity on you.
That's fine.
Okay.
We have to get over there anyway, so...
What is your strength score?
+1?
What's the actual number?
Oh, 12?
Strength is one of the few things where the actual number matters. So with a 10-foot running jump, you can go 12 feet like an athletic.
And it's 7 feet across.
Yeah. I'd like an athletics check.
Oh, none of you have been good to me tonight. I'm pulling out the big boy, y'all. Ah, come on, Boulder. Come on, Boulder. That's a nice boulder. Yeah! A 14.
Okay, 14 is enough. As you first sort of back around the Umber Hulk and then take a running leap across, it does swing at you. But with a 13 being the higher of them, it misses. And I believe that is it for this round. New round. 2, 7.
Five.
All right, Lucky, you're up on the king, I believe.
Yes, or the long, as I typed first.
Mhm.
So I immediately I drop to the ground over there, and averting my eyes, I just behind me without looking. I like to imagine I just shoot at where I knew I was.
Okay.
Gonna try. A completely different die that I haven't used at all tonight. Let's find somebody new. You look good. 19!
At disadvantage?
Shit! No! And I'm gonna try to hit again.
Okay.
Thank you for the reminder.
What
I was
here
like, but
for.
I'm out of its way. Yeah, that's... I haven't landed a single hit tonight, but also haven't been hit, so it's fine. Okay. 19!
Yes, that will hit.
That's the disadvantage. That's the disadvantage. That's a lower one.
Okay.
Yes. I rolled a natural 17 and a natural 13. And I have a +6 to hit with this. So. I'm going to finally hit something.
Mm-hmm.
And I add my proficiency to damage, because that is the special thing with this bow. Yes. 14 points of damage.
Okay. There you go. It's still barely holding on.
Okay, that's all I have.
Okay. After it is Umber Hulk turn, and Umber Hulk is gonna just start chewing up Valis. First attack 16 and then a 27 to hit.
Both hit.
Okay. And third attack is a 25, so all of those are gonna hit. That is 26 points of damage, Valis. Okay.
Cool.
After the Umber Hulk, it is... Oh, wait. I apologize. That should have been Laroon's turn first. Laroon, you're up.
So Valis has not been hit yet.
Not yet. No.
Then I'm going to hold my action and extend my hand out, ready to catch him if he jumps across the chasm.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Then the Umber Hulk does attack, and then it is Valis.
Cool. I am going to Okay. I'm going to first things first, jump across the chasm, understanding that I will get hit by an attack of opportunity. And my strength score is a 14.
14. Okay. So you'll need to make the running long jump, which you can do. I'll need an athletics check. I'll give you advantage with Laroon standing there ready to catch you.
Thank you for that. That will be 21.
Yeah, more than enough. You do. You come leaping across the chasm, and Laroon is going to grab you and sort of push you back there. Done.
And is that 3? Oh, no, that's... So I still get the attack.
You do. You do still catch the attack of opportunity.
I mean, that's if it wants to take it. It might not want to.
It decided to. 19 does hit.
Yep.
11 points of damage.
Cool.
Valis, that was your movement and your bonus action, I'm going to say, to back up and make that running check.
How much do I have any space left for movement?
Yes.
Any enough space to get me out of the 30-foot range, or no?
So, remind me, you were on the corner. You had to back up so that so it was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. But I believe you're still 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. You're still within range of the thing, but that's as far back as you can.
All right. Well, then, with that case, I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on it. I get to see if it hits. That is going to be disadvantage, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay, at disadvantage, it's 18, a 12 plus a 6.
Yeah, 12 plus a 6 will hit. 18 barely does hit.
Right. So that's going to be 2d8 worth of damage.
Good work.
Yeah, we can hear Keith. That's nice.
The disembodied
For-
voice of Keith.
8 damage, and its speed is halved.
Ooh, nicely done. All right. 8 damage with the speed reduced. I believe that brings us to Shaq.
All right, I am going to attempt to attack with the axe at disadvantage, I'm assuming.
Yes, please.
'Cause- That is 10. Does not
Yep.
hit, but comes back to me.
Yep.
So the second attack, I will also try. That is it plus? It's plus 1 to hit.
Yeah.
So that would be 18.
18 barely hits.
Thank goodness. D8. Plus 4. So 6 points damage.
6 points of damage. Oh, he is barely holding on.
Small amendment. His speed is reduced by 10 feet, not by half. Sorry.
Thank you, 10
Cool.
feet.
Then all of our friends are out of the way. I'm going to take my movement and move out of the way, seeming to know that the further away I am from it, the less it can bother me.
Okay. Sounds good.
So is that 30 feet?
That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can move further if you'd like.
I will.
From it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's like 35 feet. Yeah.
that's what I thought. Okay, so I'm there.
Oh, you know what Roll20 does have that I occasionally...
Oh, the measure thing?
Yeah.
Forget about that, too.
The little measure thing. So yeah, 35
feet.
Yeah, look at that.
Nice.
Okay.
Sorry you can't see me. It says my camera's still on, but I'm here.
I don't know. I'm sorry. We're definitely experimenting with the new setup and stuff like that. I like the video quality on it, but it has given us some trouble with some streaming. But new round, last round, hopefully. Okay. My guy's on a 3. So,
Yes.
unless...
Queen, and I
Same.
will be right back.
Okay, I think
I
then
will go
Lucky
first,
goes
then.
first. Go for it, Lucky.
Oh, please kill it. Please kill it. Please kill it. Ah.
I believe in Lucky.
I hate that it's a disadvantage because one of those was a nat 20.
Yeah.
But the other one still hits. The other one still hits. It was a natural 14 with, again, that plus 6 to hit.
Okay.
So, I do hit.
Nice.
So, that is... That's 16 points of damage.
Okay. That's more than enough. That's it. That's showtime.
Really? Yeah! Just you watch Lucky getting more and more frustrated by the dark, by the fear that she has spent a lifetime training herself out of, by all of these things. Hey, Keith's back. By all of
Hey,
these
welcome
things
back.
that make her crazy, and she just, with a feral yell, closes her eyes and trusts in the heart of the bow, and just sinks an arrow right through its eyes. In rage and fury against the thing that made her afraid.
It slips through both of its large bug eyes, sort of skewering it. Bad Indian arrow through the head style, and it slumps down onto the ground. You hear the skittering and chittering of its young running away down the hill as their parents sort of out and die.
Thank God.
So that encounter was tougher than I expected it to be. I apologize.
Oh yeah, let's call it a night.
Keeping the trend alive.
Yeah, so I think here's a good place for us to stop for now. Hopefully next week we will have Cole back, which will be awesome. And then we can pick up this adventure from here. Normally it's more of a, midnight, as it mixes up combat and roleplay, and I think our next adventure is there's some combat, but it's a little more roleplay. So
cool.
I'd love for everybody to be there. It is slightly early, and we did get a little bit of a late start, so if you guys want to hang out and talk midnight, we can, but if you guys want to call it a night, it's up to you.
I think I might call it.
Okay.
Good, because we've had a long streaming week, and cameras are freaking out on us, and
yep, that's why I was like, I'm just gonna turn off my computer real quick and say, "You're so nice, I love you."
It stuck with you all day long. I know you were.
It stuck with me all day long.
It did. It was so tired.
Yeah.
It's real tired. It's so pretty though.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys. Sorry for the short night. Sorry for the rough start and the rough end here.
It's okay.
Next week we are going to be back on Saturday night with more Midnight. Mondays is Disasters in Danger. It's our high fantasy D&D 5e game, our own homebrew world. Cole is running Storm King's Thunder on Tuesdays. Wednesday, Call of Cthulhu One Shot run by Meg. Thursdays, Wildmount. Friday night is Dragon Age. There it is. And then we're back with Midnight on Saturday. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. We appreciate you guys. We are going to see you guys next time. But until then, be cool.